Hey everybody, Rich Lovell with the Vacaville Baseball Barn, master instructor with the Epstein hitting system. And I want to cover today, it's going to fall into a group of things, but it's basically about sequencing. And we've talked about this before, to where we start everything from the ground up. And you can almost think about it ground up, center out. That's how I kind of look at my workouts whenever I'm working out. It's ground up, center out. Let's shift that a little bit from center to more left. And it's center to left first. And here's what I mean by that. As I get into my launch position here, and I'm thinking about what do I need to do? Obviously, I'm not going to be doing this when I'm at an at-bat, but this is during our training phase, and I'm trying to correct something. I'm thinking as I land, what's the first thing I want to do on my perfect pitch? Is I want to make sure that I start from the ground. So at this point, my legs get involved. Remember, my back knee pinches through. But it's also, I want to begin a pulling motion with my core. You could even say hip core, and then that's going to adjust up to my chest and back, and then shoulders, but it's all pulling this direction and through. I know there's been a long time discussion. Is the swing a pulling, or is it a pushing, or is it a combination of the two? The more I learn about my golf swing, the more I learn about the baseball swing and how to teach it. And I look at that this way. If I get out of sequence and I land on my front foot, but I start up with my hands, this obviously is called casting. But if I start casting out here and I push, then I'm trying to push this bat through, I'm completely out of sequence. I don't have as much power. I have what we call now powerless effort, and I'm hitting farther down on the barrel, closer to the handle. So some people would say, hey, you're jamming yourself, and that's not really what's happening. So in that, I've got to look at this situation and say, what am I doing wrong? Oh, it's pretty easy here. I'm not starting from the ground and moving up. And more importantly, I need to begin pulling with this left side, which will then pull my shoulders through and my left arm. If you had to do one or two drills, you know, the launch drill getting here, but then the one-hand drill with the bottom hand, regardless of what type of bat you use, if you can just get to this point and pull through and go this direction without spinning all the way through, you can even go back to our old drill of hands only or one arm isolation, to where you just slightly open up here, and then from this, you're pulling and coming through. You can do this with a bungee, you can do this with a weight stack, you can do it with a bat, it doesn't really matter, but it's a pulling motion this direction. If I get back with my hand and I push back with my right hand, see how my energy is going this direction first, then I've got to redirect that energy and go this way, and I've already lost a lot of energy there. So this, again, covers a lot of different things. Bad drag, you know, front shoulder up because the back elbow's coming down too soon. Just go back, get yourself in a position, think to yourself, sequence, and I need to start lower body first, and you'll feel that stretch here. Now I'm pulling with my core muscles, then it transfers up to my chest and back, ultimately my shoulders, which are then pulling my arms, and my hands are just kind of holding onto the bat, and then I finish out here, and ultimately I can go to one hand for the top hand, doing the same thing. It's pulling this direction, it's pulling this hand forward, which then pulls this elbow and extends it out straight. So if you have any questions on that, send me a quick message, a comment. I'll always respond to you. Give us a like here on YouTube. Share us out with your friends, coaches, and parents. And give us a like on Facebook.